uncontrollable. In our society, are we treating violence and solving violence like how we have employed so many different institutions that have helped each other across countries, nations, aiding other nations and helping other nations in addressing violence, in addressing violence against women specifically. Even the act of sexualization and objectification of women are just normalized forms of misogyny that grow into institutionalized violence. And even racial prejudice, religious discrimination, all of these are different forms of violence that start out as one thought or one action that is in intimate communities or even against ourselves. Violence starts out in small thought forms where inside of us we are thinking in negative patterns or in patterns against life. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Hindu civilization has long known the solution for any kind of violence. Violence is a simple thought that can be removed, that can be unplugged, so that we understand the grandiosity, the profundity of the whole universe itself taking a part of our life. Why would we feel violence against anyone in the universe when we realize the pure love, gratitude, and oneness that exists as in the form of the whole existence, the whole cosmos itself? Especially in this time when we are internalizing violence and rates of suicide, depression are going up in the pandemic, we must implement the ancient solution from Sanatana Hindu Dharma to find out and to apply within ourselves, to listen, internalize, imbibe, and start the transformation inside of us about how we can tackle violence, conflict in our day-to-day life. Welcome to this program, the Devi Parashakti Akashic Reading Program, where you will be able to be introduced to the Divine Cosmic Mother, whom without any introduction, without you even needing a way, or without even any kind of technique or any kind of meditation, she simply removes all kinds of violence inside of us. That is the significance and beauty of the relationship with the mother. The relationship with the mother, especially when you are relating with the divine as mother, you will see how it can simply heal you and heal any form of violence which is ongoing inside of you, inside your homes, inside your communities, or even in nations at large. Today, during this program, we'll be introduced to Devi Parashakti, the Divine Cosmic Mother. We'll have the darshan of Devi Parashakti, and you will ultimately be introduced to your higher reality. Most of us feel violent because we feel separation from the entire existence. It starts with that first break, separation. That leads to feeling alone, feeling desperate, feeling lonely, and feeling even orphaned. But the Supreme Consciousness of Jagadguru Mahasannidhan, Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the Guru for the entire universe, has taken up the spiritual responsibility for the superconscious breakthrough of humanity and has manifested as Devi Parashakti herself in order to tell each and every one of you, hey, you're not orphaned, you're not alone, you are taken care. And we as a civilization, as a Hindu civilization of Kailasa, are coming together in order to literally give this science to you and help you connect Devi Parashakti herself, heal all forms of violence that are happening inside of you, communities, societies, inside of neighborhoods, inside of the districts, inside of cities and states, nations at large and between nations, and over across the whole world itself, starting from you. So we will be entering now into this exquisite experience of being introduced to the divine, healing yourself and being introduced to your highest reality. Understand that we belong to existence. We have nothing to be afraid to have that sacred sense of belonging, feeling universally acknowledged and feeling absolutely taken care of by your cosmic mother is your first introduction today to this Devi Parashakti Akashic reading program. It is so amazing. It is always so exciting for me to be able to introduce this program to each and every one of you, and I thoroughly enjoy being able to enrich each and every one of you, invite you for this program, this introduction, which might be your first time to see the divine happenings in and around Kailasa as well. Welcome once again, and I warmly welcome each and every one of you. Over the next few hours, you will be taking a journey with us and seeing Devi Parashaktis happening on the planet Earth, and literally seeing who is Devi Parashakti, seeing your highest possibility, and seeing how you can manifest, how you can literally manifest your highest reality in your life. So let us now enter into the next segment. Before we're doing that, I'd like to briefly introduce to each and every one of you the very being without whom we would not be even able to have this platform to share with you the amazing program and the amazing darshan of Devi Parashakti, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incarnation of Paramashiva, the embodiment of the existence. The entire cosmos itself happened in human form and happened on the 2nd of January 1978, and is today the reviver of Kailasa, the macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the most acknowledged for his contributions to Sanatana Hindu Dharma, for reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and for literally bringing global peace in the whole world, with more than 50 awarded and international acclamations for the amount of spiritual work he is doing for the whole world to be lifted super consciously. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was recognized as the incarnation of Paramashiva from the very birth by spiritual adepts and great enlightened masters such as Yogi Ram Kumar, Annamalai Swangal, Tatvale Baba, and so many more. And as well, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived since the science of power manifestation and the temple-based lifestyle, and as well yoga and so much more. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also recognized through having revived the 14 ancient indigenous kingdoms, including being ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kanchi Kailasa Sarvagnapitam, or the Tonde Mandalam Adinam, and as well the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailashonata Shamala Pita Sarvagnapitam, the Madurai Adinam, and as well the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, and as well the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the Mahamandaleshwar, or the supreme spiritual head of the Mahanirvani Akada, and as well the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the is also the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akada, and as well the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the as well is the Guru Mahasannidhanam, the 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Muktis Vargapuram Adinam, and of course, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is as well elected with the title Bhagavan, or as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, by a congregation of thousands of leaders, Hindu leaders, which together elected the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism with the name and position of Supreme Pontiff. With more than 300 books authored today and translated to more than 50 different languages and available to each and every one of you on digital platforms through Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University, as well as Kailasa's Nithyananda Jnanalaya, with more than 1 million palm leaf scriptures, as well as 20 million digital books available for each and every one of you. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is most internationally acclaimed and recognized for his contributions towards Sanatana Hindu Dharma. In order to see a day-by-day breakdown, the day in and day out, how much Swamiji has been working for each and every one of us to have super conscious breakthrough, I invite you to go to nityanandapedia.org and start exploring for yourself the greatness of day by day of the avatar happening on this earth. So with this, now we will be entering into the next segment of today's program, where you will be introduced to your highest possibility, to literally what's in store for you, what lies ahead of you in this path being initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We have next the Nithyananda Gurukul Balasant, who are joining us to demonstrate the extraordinary Shaktis. And they're joining us with us right now in just a few minutes. So stay tuned and please get comfortable, stay seated, and join us for the rest of this program, where you will be introduced to your highest reality and making whatever you want to happen in your life manifest around you. So once again, we will be starting the next segment in today's program, the demonstration of extraordinary Shaktis conducted by the Nithyananda Gurukul Balasant, and we will be right back with you after a short break. Sorry for the technical glitch. We have joining with us very soon the Nithyananda Gurukul Balasant, and we'll be taking you into a demonstration of the extraordinary Shakti, of the greatest Shaktis that you can do as well. Your innate superhuman qualities that you will be able to experience for yourself. Even during this next segment, you will be able to ask for body scanning by the Nithyananda Gurukul Balasant. We'll be able to scan any ailment, see the source for any problem which you have going on. For example, even a mild headache, the Balasants can see and heal any ailment which is going on, and literally be able to give you not just a physical diagnosis, but the spiritual cognition and the spiritual solution for any problems that you are going through, and even give a Nitya spiritual healing through this platform, in order for you to be spiritually healed from any ailment that you might have. So now, let us enter into the next segment. We'll be right back with you after a short break.
Don't 3 years. Just don't die within the next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. working sincerely, somehow I will reach. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
Yes. Thank you so much, Manaji Sadashiva for that beautiful introduction to who is Swamiji and to this program. The next segment, which all of you will be witnessing, is the demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis by none other than Paramashiva himself, by the extensions of Paramashiva himself. So, today, in front of your eyes, and it is not only just going to be a demonstration, all of you will be witnessing and you will be manifesting these powers yourself by the end of this program. Just with the initiation of Swamiji, all of you will also be manifesting these powers. So let us first learn about these powers. What are these Shaktis and how do we awaken them inside of us? And are they permanent? Let us answer all our questions and let us then move on to the demonstration. So let us first learn about what are Shaktis. In the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals beautifully in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest these extraordinary Shaktis. And Paramashiva beautifully tells that every human being is having the power and the possibility to manifest it. Swamiji beautifully says, only one who has a head has a third eye. So the third eye is there, it just has to be awakened. So how do we awaken these divine Shaktis? We'll be learning about that soon. So let us see the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis are the powers which manifest with deep feeling connection and integrity to the divine. Just with deep feeling connection and high integrity to the Guru, you will be able to manifest these Shaktis. And Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. They literally hold the space of enlightenment.
Whereas Siddhis are the powers which manifest from the penance for enlightenment. And also Siddhis are in the path of enlightenment. Whereas we have seen the Shaktis are source of enlightenment. Establish yourself in the space of enlightenment and manifest powers. Whereas Siddhis, we manifest on the path of enlightenment.
A few more differences is that Shaktis manifest through ordinary human beings in extraordinary ways, just with the initiation from the avatar. As I already told, we'll be learning about the power of initiation in the further slides. And Shaktis are permanent. siddhis are not permanent and they may divert you from enlightenment. So, the source of all the Shaktis, who created these Shaktis, and why do we manifest Shaktis and who this has come from? It is none other than the being Paramashivoham, who is the primal divinity in Hindus, who is the ultimate reality and cause, who is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, form, and causality. As a fundamental base of Avyakta, the manifest, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Prabhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities in the multiverse. And Paramashiva himself has come down in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008 illusion and representation of Paramashiva, who is the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, which is the great cosmic bodiless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where a science of enlightenment was taught and lived as a lifestyle. And for the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking speed, which was never accomplished before. Swamiji is transmitting all these experiences, these powers, everything, these yogic sciences to the whole world at a record-breaking speed, and so many of the initiated disciples, so many of the disciples and devotees are having the experience and are able to manifest these powers and are able to live this science. So Swamiji was recognized as an avatar at a very young age. At a very young age, Swamiji was recognized as an avatar from the Guru Parampara, the enlightened gurus. So many of the gurus like Isakki Swamigal, Mata Vibhudananda Puri, Yogi Raj Yogananda Puri, Isakki Swamigal, Chennai Swamigal, so many of these gurus have initiated Swamiji, taught Swamiji how to manifest these extraordinary Shaktis, and not only that, how to transmit that same experience to all the devotees, disciples who are across the globe. And Swamiji has been reviving these sciences from a very young age after he was initiated by his gurus. And all of you now might be thinking, how do we awaken these divine Shaktis? Okay, so all these enlightened gurus can manifest it, but how do we, a normal human being, how do we manifest it? As I told, just with Diksha. Diksha is the initiation from the avatar. When we get the initiation from an enlightened being or from an incarnation, we start manifesting these extraordinary powers because that is awakened in us. See, everyone has a third eye. It just has to be awakened. When automatically our possibility gets awakened for us to manifest these Shaktis, all we have to do is be in the space of oneness. You don't have to do 50 years of tapas or anything. Just one look, touch or word from the avatar, that is enough. You will be able to start manifesting all these extraordinary Shaktis. Diksha is a direct transfer of spiritual energy by the avatar, and it creates high awareness, meditation, and so much more, so much peace in your whole body. Just with the initiation from the avatar, you go to a different level of consciousness itself. You start experiencing so much of peace inside of you, and you start realizing yourself just with the initiation from the avatar. So let us now see how these sciences, how this power manifestation science is authenticated through the 4 aspects of Pramanas or evidences. So the first evidence, which actually whenever a power is being where we get initiated into, in Hinduism we we acid wash it with 4 different evidences called Pramanas in Sanskrit. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures, which are the Vedas and the Agamas. And the second is the Apta Pramana, where the authorities, the rishis, who time-tested and verified this sign of power manifestation. And third is the Atma Pramana, the supreme point of Hinduism's personal experience regarding the science of power manifestation. And the last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, the scientific experimentation done in the science of power manifestation. So if you're wondering what exactly are these Vedas and Agamas which we've been talking about, right? So Vedas are the pure science, whereas applied science, the applied technology. So Vedas and Agamas are given the status of Shruti, where as they are revealed by Paramashiva himself, they're the ultimate unchangeable truth. So a reference cited from these Shastras or the source scriptures, we call it as a Shastra. So the first power, which we'll be demonstrating all of you, is the power of third eye reading. So let us now listen to the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference for the power of third eye reading, which comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34.
Kapalantarmanonyasa Tishtanmilitalochanaha Kramena manasodargyat Lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. The translation goes: the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stable without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession. By that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. The next is the Apta Pramana, which is the experiences and results of Aptas, our ancestors who have time tested and verified this science. This Apta Pramana goes back to the time of Dwapar Yuga, where Bhagavan Shri Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye, and Arjuna is able to get the Vishwarupa Darshan, is able to see the Vishwarupa Darshan, the cosmic form of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, and he narrates it very beautifully in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, Bhagavan Krishna
Anenaiva sa chakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram.
The translation goes: but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. The next is the Atma Pramana. Let us now watch a short clip on how Swamiji beautifully shares on how
Side
he
and out.
experienced the power
Side
of
broke. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 direction, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel. I felt that the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sun raising the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything just became so alive. The idea, something is inside.
Yes. That a very beautiful share is able to see the 360 degree vision. Last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Study measures compare the metabolic cell activity of the brain in the conscious and meditative states using the PET, which is the positron emission tomograph. And the test, the results beautifully say, when Swamiji is doing daily activities, eye activity is measured in the brain, where the third eye is located. And when Swamiji is in the deep state of Samadhi, only the third eye region is active, and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace.
So, let us now watch a live demonstration of this rare sacred science of the third eye, which has been made available to the humanity for their ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by none other than Bhagavan himself. As a living incarnation of Paramashivoham, Swamiji embodies the most profound yogic states to surpass all bounds of time, space, and matter.
So you are now going to be witnessing how the initiation of Swamiji. Today you will be witnessing Maniji Virajananda, who is a Balasan of the Nithyananda Gurukul, 16 years old. She will be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti to all of you now. And all of you might be thinking, what is she going to be showing us? She is going to be reading with her eyes blindfolded. As all of you can see, I have a medically tested eye band with me. In front is a complete opaque sheet. Behind is a thick sponge, and there is no gap under the eye. There's no gap under the eye band between the sponge and the opaque sheet, and you can see that there is no possible way of light entering this eye band at any cost. This eye band enables the person to sleep comfortably. It is actually made for people who have insomnia, as they find it really hard to sleep with light. So this is tested medically and scientifically proven that even with your eyes open, once you place the eye band, you can see there's two sockets for the eyes to comfortably fit in. Even if you open the eyes inside this eye band, there is no possible way light can enter. So now I'm going to be placing the eye band on Mahavirija. All of you can see I'm unstrapping the eye band in front of you and placing it on her eyes. Mahavirija, are you comfortable? Yes. Yes. So as all of you can see, Mahavirija is completely comfortable, and I request you to turn to your right, left, up, and down. So you can see there is no gap between her eyes and the eye band, and you can see that her nose is completely covered with the soft sponge, so there is no possible way of light entering. And she is now going to be reading all your comments live from the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel and the SPH Stadium Bhagavan Nithyananda. So please go ahead, post your comments. I now request the YouTube comments to be projected.
And before I start doing the comment section, I would like to ensure all of you that around me there's no sort of wires, no microphones, no speakers, no audio devices, no nothing where I can actually hear something, no nothing like that. Only a screen where I see the comments, like since my yoga friend is also there with me, so actually she can actually say that she can actually verify what I'm saying is right or not. Yeah.
Yes. So there is nothing and nobody around Mahavirija. And Mahavirija, you can turn again to your right, left, up. You can see her eyes are completely closed and down. So now I request the YouTube comments to be projected.
Yes. So the latest comment which is posted in Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel is by Ma Mahajanandastita. Nithyananda, my daughter, exclamation mark. Hope your cough clears soon, ma.
For your
concern, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And before that, Devan Gadhavi has posted, please scan my body. Shwaraya, in the next part of body scanning, the Balsams will actually do a body scan for you and reveal you the best solution and the illnesses which you are currently facing in your life. And then before this was posted by Shiva Kumaran, he has posted, please scan me, ma. Yes, Shwaraya, we'll also do the body scanning for you. And before that, Mariam Dawood is posted. My cat went missing on my scan. Where is he? An exclamation mark. Sure, ma. Question mark. Sorry. Sure, ma. We will be doing the scan for that also. And before that, Nithyananda has posted Nithyananda. So yeah,
Yes.
this is the comments which is there in the YouTube channel. Now let us now move on to Facebook.
And all of you saw how fluently Margarita was able to scan and read all the comments so fluently, and she was able to be so confident. This is what is there in the comment section. So confident with her eyes closed. It is all because of the blessings and grace of Swamiji. She is able to do this. So let us now move on to the Facebook comments. I request the Facebook comments to be projected. Yes.
So the comment which is posted by Kailasa Kailash has posted Nithyanandam. And before that, Vindhyachal Seth has posted Jai Gurudev Ji.
Wow. Okay. Amazing. That was also amazing. Just so fluently and very confidently, Margarita
would answer Ma Mariam Dawood since she was asking for lost and found scan about her cat who went missing. Sure, ma. So what Paramashivoham revealed to me is that actually during night time, actually towards the evening where the sun set, where the sun is going, that point of time actually the cat went out, and I'm able to see it's in the area where there's lots of shops, especially with lots of flowers, grocery, these kind of shops are there. Don't worry, ma. We'll be back to you soon in 2 days' time. This is what Paramashivoham revealed.
Wow, that was also really amazing. Just with her third eye, Margarita did a lost and found scanning from Miriam Dawood, and she was able to scan and even reveal the time which Paramashiva revealed to her that the cat will be back with her in 2 days. Amazing. That was a beautiful demonstration. Now I'm going to be removing the eye band of Margarita. As you can see, I'm taking off the strap, and the eye band is completely intact and is the same. There's no change. You can even see I'm pressing the sponge and showing there is nothing inside the eye band. I request the slides to stop being shared now. Sorry, the comments to stop being projected. Yes. So all of you can see, even though I'm pressing and showing, there is nothing in the sponge. Yes. So that was a very beautiful demonstration of the power of third eye. Next, all of you will be witnessing a very interesting power, which is the power of body scanning. And we'll be joined with Balasant of the Nithyananda Gurukul, who will be demonstrating this power. Before that, Shastra Pramana with this extraordinary Shakti. So the Shastra Pramana comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshma tarani cha tattvani yani nilayam yatva vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva said, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consists of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva, and by the experience of such blissful awareness, one becomes complete in all the thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed and the supreme power manifestation happens. Next is the Apta Pramana, which is from the life Siddha named Teriyar. Teriyar was one of the prominent disciples of Agatya, and one day a man suffering from a severe headache comes to Agatya to heal him. Agatya immediately scans and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small type of tere, a small frog sitting in the person's brain, and Agatya immediately instructs Teriyar, his disciple, to do an open head surgery. Remember, this is 5,000 years ago. Teriyar performs the open head surgery and successfully completes the surgery and removes the frog. Thus, he gained the name Teriyar. Next, Pramana from the life of Swamiji himself, who was timed as his science. On the 22nd of December, Swamiji beautifully reveals how he used the power of body scanning. He says, only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge.
I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. And through the power of body scanning, I found out what the problems and imbalances had happened and where the balance had been lost. I used allopathy as a second opinion just to verify my findings. And last is the Sakshi Pramana. You can see here so many of the disciples who are able to manifest this extraordinary Shakti just with the blessings of Swamiji, and now you are going to be witnessing a live demonstration of the power of body scanning by the Balasins of the Nithyananda Guru. So now we'll be back right after a short break, and all of you will be witnessing this extraordinary Shakti. So go ahead, post your comments in the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel and the SPH Stadium Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page, and with the Balasins of the Nithyananda Guru.
After.
Yes. So now I'm back with the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul, Mani Masoni, who are going to be demonstrating this extra to all of you today. So now I request the YouTube comments to be projected. Yes. And Ma Mariam Dawood has gotten back telling, exactly Ma, thanks Ma, it was evening time. Okay. Yes Ma, just be completely surrendered on the Paramashiva and you will get your cat back in 2 days as Paramashiva revealed through Ma Virja's third eye. And Ma Mahajananda Ristitananda has posted, my friend Trish has requested a scan please, permission given. She has a pinched nerve that makes it impossible for her to drive and she is stressed since she needs to go for job interviews. Please guide. You can do the body scanning. And a few people above has also requested for a body scanning. I request the comment section to be scrolled more up. Shiva Kumaran has requested for a body scanning, and Sukhdevdan Gadavi has requested for a body scanning. Yes, Ma Soni, you can do the body scanning for Shiva Kumaran Ayya. I'll be doing the body scanning for Sukhdevdan Ayya. I request the comment. Yes, Ma Brahmayoga, you can go ahead. I request the comment section to be scrolled more down.
Yes, so Mahajan Jalindhara Nithyananda, I did the body scanning for your friend Trish, and Paramashiva revealed that how she can heal the pinched nerve is by taking a lot of neem paste. She should start eating a lot of neem paste, and also she should put warm castor oil over there, like wherever it's pinched. She should put warm castor oil over there before sleeping, and this will really help her. Her pinched nerve will heal in 2 weeks.
Beautiful body scanning by Ma Brahma Yoga, who was able to even see the timing of the healing which Paramashiva revealed. Yes, I request the comment section to be scrolled more down. Yes, Ma Mahajalandhara Nithyananda, please go ahead and get back in the comment section and see. Please do share what your friend has told about the body scanning. Yes, Masoni, you can go ahead.
Nithyananda, I did the body scanning for Shivakumaranaya. Paramashiva revealed that you are having severe headaches, and it's because of you are taking a lot of stress. Even though stress is not there, you're deciding to take stress, and that's why you're getting headaches. So Paramashiva revealed that whenever you're feeling that, oh God, I'm getting tense or stressed because of this problem, whenever you feel that, please sit in front of the Atmurti and complete you'll be healed from your headache problem.
Yes, that was also a beautiful scanning by Ma Soni. I request the latest YouTube comments to be projected. Shivakumaranaya, please get back in the comment section with whatever you were able to see. And yes, I'll reveal my the scanning which I did for Sukdevadanaya. Yeah, it's just you need more protein and more energy. You're starting to become very weak, and your immune system has started growing weak. And that is, especially at this COVID time, it is not good. Your body has to be really strong. So Paramashiva revealed you should start doing the Rama Nirahara Samyama. You have to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, just a lot of fruits, and start building your immune system and your body. As you are losing energy, you're becoming very weak and lazy. So please start doing the Rama Nirahara Samyama, detox your body and build your body at the same time. Ma Mahajalandhara Nithyananda has gotten back telling, all right, Ma Brahma Yoga, thank you. I will share with Trish and report back when I have connected. Yes, ma'am. Please do. Now let us see the Facebook comments. I request the Facebook comments to now be projected. I request the YouTube comment section to be scrolled down more. I request the latest comments to be projected. Ma Celine G has requested for a body scanning. Ma Suni, you can go ahead and do G. And she has specifically requested a scan for her food pattern. Ma Suni, you can do the body scanning quickly for her. And Ingo Hallman has requested for a healing for her, for his food allergies. So Ma Brahma Yoga, you can do the healing. Navin S has requested for a body scanning for Vital Rao and Amarnath. Yes, I request you to come back tomorrow with their consent and permission. please, as it is our integrity, we need the permission of the person to do the body scanning. So please get back to us tomorrow with the consent of the person. And Ma Brahmayoga, Ma Soni, you can quickly go ahead and reveal whatever Paramashiva revealed.
Nithyananda Paramashivam, Paramashiva revealed that you are eating a lot of food, ma, and because of that you are having a lot of chicken and unwanted stuff in your stomach, in your guts. And Paramashiva revealed the solution is each time after every meal you take 1 tablespoon of castor oil. It will just completely clean your body, ma.
Yes, Ma Salim ji, please do a lot of Shiva has revealed to Ma Swami's third eye. Yes. And Ma Brahmayoga, whatever Paramashiva revealed for Ingo Aya, you can go ahead.
Yes, so I did the body scanning for Ingo Harman, and Aya Paramashiva revealed to me that for healing your food allergies, you should start doing the Nirahara Samyama and drink a lot of buttermilk, at least 1 to 2 liters of buttermilk in one day. If you start drinking that much of buttermilk and if you start doing Nirahara Samyama, you'll see that all your food allergies will automatically start healing. And Paramashiva also healed you.
Yes, beautiful. And that was a very beautiful demonstration of the power of body scanning. So Devin Aya has gotten back the link. Thank you. Shivakumaran Aya has also gotten back the link. Thanks, ma'am. Yes, thank you all for getting back. And we will now be concluding this segment of power manifestation. And we thank all of you for joining us in this segment, as all of you have requested for a body scanning and everything. If any of you have not been able to get the body scanning due to the interest of time or any reason, you can definitely come back every day at 4 p.m. IST and 2 a.m. IST, and you can get the body scanning done by the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul. So with this, we'll be concluding the session. We thank all of you for joining us. And Ma Selim ji has gotten back telling, yes, thank you. I will take castor oil after food. And Ingo Harman Aya has gotten back telling, thank you so much. And he has also contributed to Kailasa with thank you. Yes, Aya, thank you for your contribution to Kailasa. Just follow whatever Paramashiva reveals and you will be completely free. Everyone, about who is Devi Parashakti? What is the divine feminine consciousness? And you will be learning a lot more in this program. So please stay tuned for the upcoming segments where we will be learning so much about the Akashic readings and much, much more. So we thank all of you for joining us. Thank you. Nithyananda. And if any of you, we have some more time, if any of you request for a body scanning, you can still request and we can also see the Facebook comments now. I request the Facebook comments to be projected. Okay, I request the comment section to be scrolled a little more up. Andosam Launami has posted, please me open my chakra. Yes, yes, Aya. Just by getting the blessings of Devi Parashakti, automatically your Kundalini will be awakened. So you can stay tuned and see the direct darshan from Devi Parashakti herself, and you can get immediately initiated and you can get your Kundalini awakened. Anyone else wants a body scanning can request for a body scanning. I request the YouTube comments to now be projected. Okay. So Ma Mahajalandhar Nithyananda has posted, please can you scan our family dog, Rusty? He keeps biting himself all over. What causes this to happen and how to cure it? Yes, surely we can do a body scanning for your family dog, as all we need is your permission for him. Yes, Ma Brahmayoga, you can go ahead and do the body scanning for Rusty. Yes. Now, Brahmayaga, you can go ahead and share what Paramashiva revealed for Ma Mahajalandhara Sthitananda's dog Rusty.
Yes, Sama Mahajalandhara Sthitananda, Paramashiva revealed that your dog Rusty is continuously biting himself because he feels really he's feeling a lot of agitation inside, and he's feeling very irritated about the things which are happening around. Like even those small things happen, he gets very irritated, and also he's feeling very irritated with himself. And not only that, but he is on his whole body. So what you should do is show your dog oneness capsules of Swamiji and make sure that the Mahavakya is playing full time, like he's able to hear the Mahavakya, and he will slowly start healing. And for the itchiness on his body, just apply Basma on his forehead, and that will heal him.
Yes, and Paramashiva also just revealed one more thing, suddenly just while I was doing a scanning. For the itchiness on his body, just take Chandan, a little bit of the sandalwood paste, mix water which you're giving him bath with, and give him a bath, he will be healed. And yes, Ma Mahajalandhara Sthitananda has posted, I have other requests too, I will carry them over this. Yes, Ma, sure, we are always ready to help. Swamiji is extending himself just so he can help the whole world at this pandemic time. So you can go ahead, post anything you want whenever we come live, and you can get the body scanning. So with this, we will now be concluding this session. We'll be having the other acharyas joining with us. Please stay tuned for the upcoming segments. Thank you, Nithyananda. Yes. Nithyananda Mamadra, you can go ahead.
Yes, Nithyananda everyone. Thank you, my Yoga Prerna. Thank you, Brahma Yoga. Thank you, Masoni. So that was a great power demonstration. And now we'll be getting segment live demonstration. We will be seeing who is Devi Parashakti, the divine feminine consciousness.
Paramashivoham.
Yes. So let us now. Sinduraruna vigraham trinayana manikya-maulispuratharanayaka shekaram smita-mukhi mapina vakshoruham panibhyam malipurna-ratna-chashakam rakto Saunyam Ratna-ghatastha-rakta-charanam Dhyayet-paramambikam. The translation goes: the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with triple eyes sporting a crown of rubies studded with a crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel, a cup brimming with mead, and other twirling. Next is another Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti from the Lalita Sahasranama. Arunam karunam tarangitakshim dritapashankushapam animadibhiravritam mayukhairahamityeva vibhavaye bhavanim. The translation goes: I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion. She holds the noose, the gourd, and the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hand. She is surrounded by powers such as Anima, for rays, and she is the self within me. So, Devi Parashakti. Devi is the ultimate pure Parashakti, is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. Source where the Big Bang and the black holes go in. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, and in which all of us are going to merge. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifested through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hindu Nidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present and futures, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham. Hey, welcome. And in the words of Devi Parashakti herself, Parashakti beautifully says, raising as the Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hirimkara, filled as Parashodashi, living in the 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa, Sripura, Chintamani, Parashodashi, sitting as a part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda. I took the Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness, Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Sharni, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayauvana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodashi, Meenakshi, taking a form of Nithyananda. I came here as the Nijavatara. With great compassion, I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as the Nijavatara. Parashakti continues, raising in the Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, manifesting as the source of existence, powers of existence, expressions of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, Jnana, growing as the Vedas, expanding as the 5 Panchabhutas beyond the 6 chakras, filled as Gotras of the 7 Rishis, expanding as 8 directions, existing as 9 Grahas, blossoming as the 10 Indriyas, being as 11 Rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make the truth blossom and to do good. Parashodashi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came down to bless every one of you.
And now let's see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there on your screen, so always receive her very traditionally. You can keep 2 betel leaves, 1 betel nut, 1 banana, and a coin in front of the screen to watch Devi Parashakti. And for those of you who don't know, a coin is actually considered the tradition of Dakshina in the Hindu tradition. It can be the lowest value in India, it can even be just 1 paise, and in the US it can even be just a cent. Swamiji says, I'm not sure 1 cent is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay. And you can offer that to Devi Parashakti. And once the darshan is over, you can do a namaskar and eat the banana, the betel leaf, and the betel nut, take it as prasadam immediately. And the coins that you collect, you can send it to the Los Angeles temple for the further procedures. And some of you might be wondering how this betel leaf and betel nut may benefit you, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally. How will it benefit you? So this betel leaf and betel nut may look too small, but in a few days you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really Devi Parashakti is there. You will not take the Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle in mind you and raise you to powerful cognitions. It will break your unconscious behavior. And now all of you can see how you can set up your tambulam. The 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and the coin. You can set it up all in a plate and keep it in front of the screen as you receive Devi Parashakti and watch Devi Parashakti. These are the 4 basic items that are kept. But you can keep a few more additional items such as a coconut, some kumkum, turmeric, glass bangles, and some flowers, fresh flowers. But these 4 items are the 4 basic items, so you can arrange all of this in a plate, keep it in front of the screen, and receive Devi Parashakti. And with that, we come to a conclusion of this segment where we have seen who is Devi Parashakti and how we can receive Devi Parashakti when she comes for the darshan. So with that, we will now be moving to the next segment of this program, where we will be seeing what Devi Parashakti has revealed for humanity and how important it is for all of us to understand, internalize, and follow what Devi Parashakti has revealed. So we'll now be moving to the next segment. Please stay tuned.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is E-Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
Nithyananda, welcome back, dear viewers. Now we will be entering into the next segment where we will learn some of the revelations made by Devi Parashakti for humanity during this pandemic. So, as undergoing the after effects of the cosmic deluge, the Pralaya, thousands of deaths due to the global pandemic and emerging fungal epidemic, along with record numbers of natural disasters, have taken a huge toll on humanity, collective psyche, leading to an increase in poverty, malnutrition, depression, and mental health issues. So what has caused this? Who is behind this? How could we have avoided this? What is the solution to this? In this segment, let us go through an analysis of Devi Parashakti's revelation on the cause and solution for this Pralaya. So as we all know, there have been over 4 million people who have already died from the COVID-19 disease, and over 175 million people who have been confirmed with the infection. And the worst affected countries are the US, India, and Brazil. And in India alone, there have been over 29 million cases of COVID-19, with 374,000 deaths due to COVID-19, and 75 million people who have fallen into poverty since the beginning of the pandemic. And India is not just suffering from this COVID-19 pandemic, but also an epidemic of mental illness. India is the sixth most depressed country in the world, with 6.5% of the population suffering from some form of mental illness, and a suicide rate of 10 for every 1 lakh people. And unfortunately, the age group of 15 to 24 suffer from this the most, with the largest rate of death due to suicide in this age group. And India is not just suffering from these pandemics, but also natural disasters that have been occurring several months, including the cyclone in Kerala, and most recently, the floods in Maharashtra. And as all of this is going on, India is also preparing for the third wave of COVID-19. So how could we have prevented this? Let us listen to Devi Parashakti's revelation on the 31st of May, 2021, and understand what Devi has revealed.
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்திரண்டு வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய் தெரிந்துகொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்துகொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
And the translation for the Parashakti's revelation for this huge Kirmi Bhojanam held not to come to India. In 2020 itself, I had planned to do the Padayatra throughout India and the 12 Jyotirlingas through my son Swamiji. They chased the captain of the ship out of the country. See what is going to happen. So let's go back to 2017 when Buddhism revealed the vision for the Padayatra that was to be taking place in 2020. Let us listen to that revelation now.
Want to do 1 year Padayatra specially from Rameshwaram to Amarnath. 1 year with 10,000 people just walking all over India to spend time with people. 2020 there will not be any program other than
Padayatra and just spending time with people. Just walking. Of course, 10,000 people will be walking with me. Maybe 200 vehicles to carry our food and all the other items, transportation. Enjoying forests and time with nature. 10,000 people manifesting powers. Walking from village to village. What do you think will happen? The Buddhism spreading will be repeated now. How the Buddhism spread? 10,000 monks walking from village to village. What will happen? That's only monks. Here power manifesting 10,000 people. The whole village will be manifesting powers. Just want to enjoy India and let India enjoy me. So planning for next year Kumbh Mela 2019, next year January Kumbh Mela. Before that, all the Balalayam, everything. Balalayam is going to be like the same structure outside with one stone tower, gold coated. It will be something like a 40 to 50 feet tall stone tower and 5 Rajagopurams, which will be something like 120 feet. This will be the Balalayam. And after the Mulalayam is built, this Balalayam will serve as a Utsava Murti Sannidhi, where the Utsava Murtis will be worshipped and where the Archanas. See, in the main temple, there will not be any Archana or anything because just for Darshan itself, there will not be time. Like Tirupati, you can only have Darshan and Arti, the camp for Arti. No other worship is allowed in the main temple. Because 12 Abhishekam is going to happen, 12 Kala Abhishekams. So continuously the rituals will be going on. People can have only Darshan. They will not be able to involve themselves in any ritual. Other than Darshan, nothing else will be allowed. So all the Archana, all the other offerings, like people will offer the Archanas and other, everything will be done to the Utsava Murti, which will be kept in the Balalayam, the present Balalayam, present structure. So people can spend time here. That will be more like a main darshan. This will be like energy darshan, where you can give letter, get response. So by next year, the Balalayam will be ready. So 2019 full year, I will be conducting the programs and everything. 2020 will be the one full year Padayatra, walking. From next year Jayanti, means 2019's Jayanti to 2020's Jayanti. Full year, Jayanti to Jayanti will be Padayatra. Before that, we
feels that the vision for the Padayatra would be to meet people where they are, to be on ground and let people see him where they are, to give solutions for every problem, whether it's mental problem, physical problem, social problem, psychological problem, whatever may be the issue. The Supreme Consciousness was ready to go on ground and give people the solution. This Padayatra would be taking place from Kanyakumari to Kashmir with 10,000 power manifestors. And it would literally be like the seed of Buddhism spreading all over India once again. We would have seen a revival of Hinduism once again. And since the age of 10, the Supreme Conscious Hinduism has been enriching people and preparing them for the Padayatra to save them from the Saraya and give the super conscious breakthrough to humanity. And from that age, the Supreme Conscious Hinduism has been enriching and initiating the masses into the enlightenment science through powerful discourses, initiation, and darshan. And over the next several photos, we will see some of the programs and discourses that the Supreme Conscious Hinduism has been conducting over the past 26 years, initiating people, blessing them, and giving the superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Here you can see in Vellore, Tamil Nadu in 2005, the Supreme Council of Hinduism initiating people. Rasipuram, Tamil Nadu in 2005. Namakkal in Tamil Nadu in 2005. Salem in 2005. The Nithyananda program in Vidadiva. The birth star celebration in Tirupam. And in all of these photos, you see how many different people were attending from so many different backgrounds. In Adi Kailasa Sarvajna for the Jayanti celebration. The Jayanti celebrations again in Tirunelveli. The Nithyananda Swarna program in Chennai. The Guru Purnima celebration in Adi Kailasa. The Bhakti Swarna program. The and the Little Anandas program was specifically conducted for the youth to be initiated into the fact. The Satyayana, which was a series of homas conducted by the Kailasa, where he also conducted the program and led 1,008 other disciples into the same homa. Here you can see the various photos of the Supreme Kailasa blessing people and conducting the homa. And the Nithyananda Swarna program in Vidadiva. The Nithyananda Swarna program in Salem. And in all of these, you can see how many people were attending each of these programs, how many people were blessed and inspired by the Supreme Consciousness. The Supreme Consciousness worked tirelessly for the last 26 years to continuously bring the science of enlightenment to the world and to bless humanity with this superconscious breakthrough. And to do that, the Supreme Consciousness of Hinduism was through the re-energizing of the 12 Jyotirlingas. But unfortunately, the Supreme Consciousness was not allowed to do this. He was driven out by the anti-Hindu elements who did not allow the Supreme Consciousness to conduct the Padayatra that was supposed to happen in 2020. So let us listen to Devi Parashakti's revelation on the solution revealed on the 31st of May, 2020.
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்திரண்டு வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய் தெரிந்துகொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்துகொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
The translation of Devi's revelation was that only when the Supreme Master is received in India once again as the head of Kailasa with reverence and respect will this pralaya end. Only when the Supreme Master is able to conduct the Vadayatra and the re-energizing process of the 12 Jyotirlingas will this pralaya end in India. And as we look around, we see so much destruction and suffering. We see what the great rishis of our Vedic civilization had forewarned as this Kali Yuga. And in the Kurma Purana, it states that the Kali Yuga is the worst of all the 4 yugas, where man will be his own worst enemy. Sage Vyasa echoes that this Kali Yuga is the worst of the 4 yugas in all the world. People are sinful and forget the dharma of the 4 varanas, the 4 ashramas. In fact, men are so sinful that no prescribed penance atones for their great sins. The only place which is free from such sins is the great sacred city of Varanasi, the Mahapuri. And in the Kurma Purana, it also states that Lord Rudra, Paramashivoham himself, is the avatar for Kali Yuga. And the translation of this verse, Brahma is the presiding divinity or Devata of the Sita Yuga, the first cycle of time. In the Treta Yuga, the second cycle of time, it is Bhagavan Ravi. Surya, in which of Dwapara Yuga, the third cycle of time, the presiding divinity is Vishnu. And in the Kali Yuga, the fourth cycle, the current age, the presiding divinity, the avatar, is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara, Mahasabhava. And on the 2nd of January 1958, out of the deepest compassion, Paramashiva himself descended into the human form in the Nijavatara of the Supreme Consciousness, Jagat Guru Mahasamhita, the divine Holy Bhagavan Nithyananda. And if Paramashiva had waited 1 more year, it would have been too late for humanity. If he had not taken the human form as 1979 would have been too late. So let us listen to the Supreme Master of Hinduism himself revealing this.
And I tell you, O Hindus, don't be afraid. I am back with the same signs. We are going to be rich. It is not lost. Just the last minute climax. Before it was going to be put off, have happened. (1979) would have been late. 1979 would have been late. If I had time, I would have sent only ambassadors. Because no time, I have to get up. O Hindus, feel blessed. Science is not dead. It is available. I have everything needed to bring that science back to life and establish its legitimacy.
The Avatar's advent on planet Earth was to protect the world from this great cosmic deluge, to bring the new age, the Satyuga. Let us listen to Devi Parashakti revealing.
ஓம் 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 உலக மக்களே கேளுங்கள். கலி முற்றி கலி கழிந்து புதுயுகம் சத்தியயுகம் புறப்பட வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததனால் வந்திருக்கின்றது இந்த பெரும் பிரளயம். கவலை வேண்டாம் மக்களே. நித்யானந்தாங்கி நாமே இங்கு வந்திருக்கின்றோம். நித்யயுகம் செய்வோம், நித்யயுகம் சத்தியயுகமாய் மலரும் இங்கு. ஆனந்தமாக இருங்கள்.
So let us look at the translation of Devi Parashakti's relation. People of the world, listen. Kali Yuga has matured, and over time, it has come for Satya Yuga to happen. So the great Pralaya has come. Don't worry, people. In the form of Nithyananda, I myself will come. I will make Nithya Yuga. Nithya Yuga will blossom in Satya Yuga. See? Held to me Bhojanam not come to India. 2020, I had planned to do the Padayatra throughout India in the 12 Jyotirlingas through my son Swan. And in order to prepare for this, the avatar began the Padayatra at the mere age of 10. And the Supreme Consciousness began enriching one person at a time with the great truth from the sacred scriptures and the secrets of higher living. Even at the age of 14, all of his classmates were called the Gatara, where the Supreme Consciousness led them from Gudiyakam, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai, his birthplace, and a huge pilgrimage site. And when the Supreme Consciousness was just 19 years old, all the fellow monks at the Ramakrishna Math recalled the Yatra, where the Supreme Consciousness led them from Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai and gave them an unforgettable pilgrimage trip experience. The Supreme Consciousness continued walking the length and breadth of India, reaching more and more people and preparing each one until the Supreme Consciousness founded the international mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, on the 31st of December, 19. And here you can see the photo of the establishment of the first Kailasa enlightenment ecosystem on the 14th of April 2001 in Tiruchengodu, Tamil Nadu, when the Supreme Consciousness was just 23 years old. And in 2003, the avatar continued his Vijayatra all over the world in background. And with the Supreme Consciousness intensity and dedication for the people, even among crowds that did not understand English, the Supreme Consciousness was able to deeply resonate with each being and connect with them and move them here. In 2004, the avatar led his disciples to Malayan Yatra, visiting temples. Subsequently, the avatar personally organized and led yatras yearly and guided individual souls not just to physical, spiritual life, spiritual realm. In 2006, the Padayatras were taken to the next level with the Kodikan Padayatra, with crores participating and impacted by Nithyanandeshwara and Nithyanandeshwari, who traveled from city to city, blessing every single being. And here's a short clip of the Kodikan Padayatra. You can see how many people were just overjoyed, radiating just to be in the presence of the avatar himself. And the Kodikan Padayatra culminated with the consecration and inauguration of the Sanctum Forum for Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, the Swayambhulinga in Adi Kailasa in Bangalore, South India. And these deities were energized as Archavataras to radiate the energy of Paramashiva and Parashakti to create Adi Kailasa Sarvajñapita as a ship to save humanity from this upcoming pralaya. And the Supreme Consciousness created innumerable spiritual energy centers in India as safe havens during this great deluge. And here you can just see three of them: the Kailasa in Tiruchendur, the Adi Kailasa Sarvajñapita in Bangalore, and the Kailasa in Hyderabad. And in 2008, the Avatar created and energized the Nithyananda Vaidyasurma, the Anandalinga, which would protect anyone who bathes in waters from the deadly COVID-19 disease.
नमस्सहस्राक्षाय च चतुर्धन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय विष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय च शुमते च नमो स्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्धने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नम आशवे च जिराय च नम शीघ्रियाय च शीघ्राय च नम ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नम स्रोतस्याय च दीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नम पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च प्रगल्भाय च नमो च गण्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमस्तोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नम श्रोप्याय च वसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नम श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नम आशुषेणाय च आशुरथाय च नम शूराय च वभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो विष्णवे च प्रवृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने च शुधिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे च वेचाय धिने च नमस्काय उधाय च सुधन्वने च नमस्कृत्य जपत्याय च नमः नाट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूप्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईर्ध्याय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ओम नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शंगाय च वशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय च उत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लात्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः ईनाय च प्रपत्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुनस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च
And in 2009, the Avatar held another Kodikisa Yatra, which garnered international attention, creating a movement where lakhs of Hindus were once again embracing Hinduism. So let us watch a short clip of the Kodikisa
போல நின்பதும் கண்ட என் மனோ நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நின்முகம் நீனைந்து இங்கு நிர்மலமாகவே ஆனதே இதய சக்கரம் அனகதமும் இனிமையோடு திறந்ததே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே மற்றவர் கண்டு மறைகள் எல்லாம் களை சுத்தி அதுவும் அசுத்தியாய் பொறாமையோடிங்கு ஏக்கத்தோடப்பா புண்ணியம் எல்லாம் போனதே எரிந்தவயிரும் ஏக்கமும் சேர்த்து விசுத்தி அசுத்தியானதே விசுத்தியை தீர்க்க விமலனின் பதம் விரைந்து இங்கு வரவேணுமே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே ஆமை பூகுந்த எண்ணகந்தினை பொறாமை பூகாது காக்கவே
And wherever Avatar's feet have graced the planet Earth, there the seeds of spirituality have grown. And with 1,000 plus Kailasa ecosystems all over the world, there have been over 1 billion people who have been enriched by the Supreme Fund. And in the next several photos, we'll see just a few of those Kailasa ecosystems established by the Supreme Fund. The first, the Kailasa and Tito, the Adi Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Adi Kailasa said, simply very close to here. The Kailasa in Tirunelveli. The Kailasa in Columbus, Ohio. The Kailasa in Los Angeles, California. The Kailasa in San Jose. The Kailasa in Seattle, Washington. the Kailasa in Houston, Texas, the Charlotte, North Carolina, the Kailasa in New York, the Kailasa in Washington, D.C., the Kailasa in Toronto, Canada, the Kailasa in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the Kailasa in Phoenix, Arizona, the Kailasa in St. Louis, Missouri, the Kailasa in Oman, the Kailasa in Dubai, the Kailasa in London, UK, the Kailasa in Scotland, UK, the Kailasa in Netherlands, the Kailasa in Slovakia, the Kailasa in Belgium, the Kailasa in Luxembourg, the Kailasa in Austria, the Kailasa in Germany, the Kailasa in Italy, the Kailasa in France, the Kailasa in Switzerland, the Kailasa in Mauritius, the Kailasa in South Africa, the Kailasa in Salem, again, the Kailasa in Hosur, the Kailasa in Patna, Kailasa in Varanasi, the Kailasa in Rajapalayam, the Kailasa in Hyderabad, the Kailasa in Kerala, the Kailasa in Gujarat, the Yogi Seven, the Kailasa in Tiruvallur, the Kailasa in Alankulam, the Kailasa in Tambaram, Chennai, the Kailasa in Avdi, Chennai, and more photos of Kailasa in Chennai, and the Kailasa in Melbourne, Australia, Kailasa in New Zealand, the Kailasa in Singapore, the Kailasa in Kuala Lumpur, the Kailasa in Guadalupe, South America, and you can see the Supreme Consciousness has established Kailasas all over the world to create communities for every background to enjoy the science of enlightenment, to create a superconscious breakthrough for humanity. And Supreme Consciousness has been continuously enriching people and continuously blessing people with this science of enlightenment. Even through this pandemic, the Supreme Consciousness has been guiding people and blessing people through these enlightenment ecosystems and providing an environment for people to blossom and survive this pandemic. So with this, we will be coming to a conclusion of this, and we will be moving into the next session where we will learn some of the offerings that we can make to Devi Parashakti. Over the last several months, Devi has been continuously blessing us and manifesting to guide each one of us to hold our hand through this pandemic and to answer every one of our prayers. And if you are just overflowing with gratitude and want to offer your love, please stay tuned for the next segment and understand some of the offerings, how they can help you in your life, how they can help you deepen your connection and the Supreme Master. So we will be right back after a very short break and enter into this next segment.
Years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support. And we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, Samashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Kailasians.
I know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Nithyananda, welcome back to all of the viewers. After that very quick break, I'm sure that each and every one of you, if you have been staying from the beginning of the program, I hope that you have been enjoying the program, imbibing the powerful cognitions of the Supreme, of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has revived through this Devi Parashakti Akashic reading program. I hope that you, each and every one of you, has been imbibing the different powerful cognitions and ultimately seeing the higher possibility which is in store for you. By the end of this program, you'll be able to manifest the Shaktis. And we'll even have a segment where you'll be able to manifest Shaktis in the Kailasa courtyard section as well. So now, however, let us enter into the next segment of today's program, the offerings that you can make to Devi Parashakti. Let's move on. Let's move into this segment right away. Sorry, if we can begin the screen share. Yes. Now, we will be entering into the various different offerings that you, Shakti, out of your pure love, gratitude, and devotion and oneness. Devotion is nothing but gratitude, an offering out of complete surrender and gratitude, knowing that existence has taken care of everything for you. And in fact, that is ultimately the enlightenment experience itself, flowering in our lives. So, having been initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, many of us having experienced and directly been answered our questions, given boons, even given freedom from all of our conflicts, all of our fears, all of our pain and suffering, just by the mere diksha of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the mere darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we now can understand how we can offer our gratitude, how we can give our pure love and experience oneness with the divine. I'm sure that for many of you, gratitude is a list of things to worry about. Many things, many of us have so many things, so many different things that we're busy about. We often forget to be grateful about our life, the things around us, even the smallest things. We forget to appreciate and love every single thing that is in our life. There's a beautiful story that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had narrated in the Guaranteed Solution book and in the chapter From Discontentment to Gratitude. He gives the example of this one story of how we relate to everything in our life. One man was praying to God and asking God, please, oh please God, give me $10 million. If you give me $10 million, I will give you 20% of that. I will offer it at your price. If you don't believe me, then please take 20% for yourself and give me the remaining 80%. Understand that all of our dealings are like this. We literally are always having a negotiation, having a business with our life, even with the smallest things, to the people in our lives, to even our loved ones. We always have a give and take attitude, a business attitude. We never give love. We never give pure gratitude that they are in our lives and that they are working, that they are somehow in existence, a part of our lives and a part of the happening around us. We never offer our gratitude for every single thing in life, and we never give our love for those things. And all of our dealings are just like this. Even there's a story, even when it comes to our relationship with God itself, God himself, it's always about a negotiation. If you give me this, then I'll give you this. There's another story from this chapter of the Guaranteed Solutions book, where Swamiji narrates that a king had been giving his prayers and had been offering his prayers to God, and after that had gone to court and started giving alms for all of the beggars, everyone who was there. And suddenly one of the beggars comes forward and asks, why should I ask anything from you? You yourself are begging God. Understand, even our prayer has become an asking, has become a continuous request, and has been continuously asking something out of the God, and never being grateful for what God has given us. Even our daily thoughts become only asking, and it's so embedded inside of us, inside of our thoughts, that we never realize that we are asking. We think it's a natural way of life, that we are simply going on asking for it. Even in religion, there's two kinds of religion. One is the kind of prayer, religion of prayer, and the one is the religion of gratitude. Now, in these offerings, understand it's not about prayer. It's not about asking for something and receiving it. It's about gratitude, the ultimate emotion, and literally which is the enlightenment itself. So let us now enter into all the different offerings. We're going to be understanding the context of the offerings, how to make an offering. We're going to be understanding the scriptural references where each and every one of these offerings is embedded within Hinduism itself. So let's now begin and understand first the various different offerings that you can make. And first, before I'd like to begin, I'd like to first offer my love and my gratitude and love Devi Parashakti, who's made herself available and through the supreme concept of Hinduism, and chant the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. We can move on. Yes. Now let us chant the Dhyana Shloka. And first, let's just offer our gratitude. Before we're beginning all of these sevas, let's just chant the prayer and chant this beautiful Dhyana Shloka. Give our love first to Devi Parashakti. Indu nivabeda karavahni nayanam syat pankajavara japaksha sarayuktam angahima bhushana vichitra vasanam syat tungu tungamakutojvala manonmani swarupam. Face holding the Vedas on hand, fire in eyes with lotus flower and gracing in one hand with the japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments and wonderful clothes and shining bright crown. Her name is Manonmani. Now there's another beautiful Dhyana Shloka. Understand once again, we are giving our love to Devi Parashakti, remembering her, admiring her, her grace, her beauty, her elegance, and her utmost resilience and radiance through these Dhyana Shlokas. So let's just once again offer our love through these Dhyana Shlokas. Dhyaye devim trinetram shashinivavadanam vedahastam dadanam savye padmam varadam aparetyabhayam chakshamalam divyera varaner vibhushitatanum brahmadi vippujitam devimeva manonmanim pratidinam kamatradatrim shubham. Now the next verse. I meditate on Devi with three eyes glowing like a moon and holding the Vedas, lotus embracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments and she is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. Once again, this is the Dhyana Shloka from the Moolagama. And having offered my love to Devi Parashakti, now I'll now explain to each and every one of you about the different, and we have in the Hindu tradition a very sacred sentiment for gold. Hindus place economic and social value in gold. We have economic value, of course, because it is a lot of money and it's worth of our precious metals. Everything is worth a lot of money. And of course, gold medal for the one who is the highest pedestal of that person's society. We give the golden trophy or the golden medal. Even in our relationships, when we want to offer our love, we give and value that relationship through gold. Many people might feel that, oh, no, it is just gold. It reduces the love of the relationship. But ultimately, why gold has been given so much of significance over so many thousands of years? Because actually it started from our Vedic scriptures, from Sanatana Hindu Dharma itself, the oldest religion and the oldest civilization on planet Earth. Here you can see the verse from the Atharva Veda where it gives us the reference and it gives us the significance, the sacred sentiment placed in gold. It says, here I'll just be reading out the translation of the verse from the Atharva Veda. It says, triply born by birth is this gold, from the atoms of Agni is one. it becomes dearest to Agni, and one fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they culturally given significance as divine is given the virtuous properties. It's saying the seed of virtuous and powerful apaha, meaning it is brought from the divine qualities, and it has let that triple gold be for your long life, connecting immortality itself, the highest ambition of anyone who is even living, immortality, to gold itself. That means that gold is given spiritual alchemy property. It is actually capable of enlightening you, and it is given a way of such a spiritual significance of healing and enlightenment. And the vibration of gold even has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents inside of you, anyone who wears it, and even anyone who sees it or operates in its vicinity. That's why the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is wearing gold, because it has that sacred value, that property to hold the enlightenment energy forever. And in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, only we thought that we should place our gratitude and our love and decorate gold in the deities. But even the horses, the cows, the elephants, every single person, even all the constructions, the art, the architecture, everything was decorated with the grandeur of gold. We can move on to the next slide. So yes, as you can see here, gold is present in all of the scriptures, Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundant that gold is the most auspicious and the purest metal, which can literally purify the very being itself. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, and ritual feasts were even offered in gold. And gold was in abundance. Even literally in the scriptures, it's describing that the Hindu civilization was built and was thriving on the rivers, the banks of rivers of gold. So in the Rig Veda, it says that the Indus River is actually the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold. And in the Atharva Veda, it says that the river Saraswati is the Hiranya, and another name for river of gold. So in this way, Hindu civilization literally thrived on gold. It was a rich civilization, and we knew that gold has sacred elements. We can go on to the next slide. And not only that, we know that gold has precious sacred value. It has the ability to literally hold enlightenment energy for thousands of years and make you immortal. And even today, we still use the very jewels and the very gold jewels, the ornaments that were offered to the very physical body of Devi Meenakshi herself, who thousands of years back descended on the planet Earth, the incarnation of Devi Parashakti herself, who was the sovereign queen leader of the 56 deshas. The very gold which was offered physical body still today is worshipped, is revered and offered in the worship to Devi Parashakti's deity in the Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple. And there's actually these gold jewelry available for you to even see. You can go to Google it and see these very gold jewelries that Devi Meenakshi herself wore is available, is even there. You can see many of them, especially if you go and see the ancient archive of the Meenakshi Amman temple, which Madurai Meenakshi Amman herself wore. To understand, when you're offering this gold jewelry to the avatar, to Devi Parashakti, who is manifesting through the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, it's something that will last forever. So let's move on to the next slide. Now we're going to be entering into the different offerings that we have available for each and every one of you. Yes. Now we start with the E-Hundi offering. E-Hundi offering is a very beautiful part of the whole Hindu temple system. Now, hundi itself is a way that every day when we go to the temple, we often we offer these coins, or we offer $1. We offer how much ever we want, either in the hundi or the plate of the pujari who is there and who offers the arati for us. And when they offer the arati to the deity, we just give a few dollars, or we give a few dollars in the hundi coin. I myself remember whenever going to any temple, my mother will always give me a few coins and tell me, go and put this in the hundi. And it's not out of anything. It's not out of fear. Okay, if I give this 2 coins, this 2 cents, I will get something out of the deity. It is an offering of gratitude. It is something that the whole civilization was built on. Just a small offering of gratitude that we had every single time we go to the temple. No matter how many times, every day, twice a day, how much ever time, we just simply offer our gratitude. And this was a part of the whole temple experience. Now, of course, if you want that temple, complete that beautiful temple experience, a part of the darshan today, you can offer in the you can offer your gratitude through the e-hundi offering. Kailasa has brought this hundi offering to you in the digital platform, so you can offer it. And as you can see here, there's a beautiful verse from the Lalita Sahasranamam where it shows Devi Parashakti is the acceptor of any kind of devotion. Just if we just give her 2 cents of devotion or 2 cents of gratitude to Devi Parashakti, you will see just it showers and showers and showers on top of you. So first, let me just chant that verse from the Lalita Sahasranamam, and then we'll proceed further for the next offering. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha, Shambhavi Sharadaradhya, Sharvani Sharmadahi. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion, and she removes all fear. Once again, just singing the praises of Devi Parashakti just puts me especially, I love to be able to chant and just remind myself, admire Devi Parashakti. Here it says Devi Parashakti is Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, meaning that she is a lover of all the devotion. And here you can even see some of the word-by-word translation. Shambhavi, the consort of Lord Shambhu. The Sharadharadhya, meaning worship by Sharada Saraswati. Sharvani, the wife of Lord Shiva. And Sharmadhayani, the one who bestows happiness on devotees. So out of your gratitude to Devi Parashakti for being the one who literally bestows gratitude on the devotees, you can offer your gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti through this e-hundi offering. And if you would like to know how we can make these, how you can make any kind of payment or offering today, you can just tune in, stay tuned until the end of this segment. Then we will be able to go over how you can make a payment and how exactly you can make an offering today. Now we have the next, which is the Sankalpa. Yes, the next offering is the Sankalpa chanting. And this is offering of just $1. And here it says, there's a beautiful verse from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. Tayeta mohate vishvam shaiva vishvam prasuyate samitacha vijanam tushta rudim prayajati. And the English translation says, the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives vision and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. So once again, this is from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. Once again, and as you can see, the goddess enchants this whole universe and she gives birth to this universe. You can just offer a small prayer. Now here, it is not an offering of prayer, but actually Sankalpa is literally manifested and given all of us the divine qualities, all of us the different siddhis, the different shaktis, everything, and actually embedded within the lines of this Sankalpa mantra. The translation literally means the Guru who has given us everything, given us Kshema, Stairya, Virya, Vijaya, all of the forgiveness, the courage, the Virya, or the Vijaya, the victory, all of these are what the Guru and what the Devi Parashakti literally gives for us. And Sankalpa is such a powerful mantra. It literally can bestow on you everything that Devi Parashakti, all of her divine qualities. And Devi Parashakti, if you just offer one small prayer, something that you can do every day, just a small prayer, she just bestows and showers on top of you. And this is just a small offering of gratitude. Understand that we're just saying, thank you for giving us these things. Thank you for giving us all of these different divine qualities. Thank you for removing all of our, all of the doshas, all of the drishti, all the bad eyes, as we call it in Hinduism. Everything. Thank you for just simply removing that and giving us, showering us with the knowledge that leads us to salvation. So now you can offer this sankalpa as well, and it's just $1, so it's a very easy offering that you can make as well. Let's move on to the next offering. Next, we have the Sahasranama Swarna Kastu. The Nama Parayana Prita is what Devi Parashakti is described as in Lalita Sahasranamam, verse 731. It says here, she likes the repetition of the various names. That's the English translation. This is the offering of 1000 Devi Parashakti. It's a special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. And this offering is actually the offering of a gold coin inscribed with each and every one of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. So if you're feeling that Devi Parashakti has literally given you all of these in your life, so you understand that there's a beautiful story from the Guaranteed Solutions once again, where Swamiji says, or Swamiji narrated this very story, says that one day a teacher had been asking her students, what are the different things that you, what are the different things that are all the 7 wonders of the world? What are all those 7 different wonders of the world? She asked her students, and they go on naming. They said the Eiffel Tower, the Tower of Pisa, the Great Pyramids in Egypt, and they go on naming all the different wonders of the world. But there's one student at the very back of the classroom who stayed quiet and was not very participative, and the teacher just called her out and said, "What's wrong? Why are you not participating?" She said, "No, I don't feel that these are all wonders of the world. I'm not wondered by this. I'm wondered by the fact that I can see, that I can hear, that I can live, that I can love, that I can attract wealth, that I can do all of this." Understand, these are all different, not things that are right. These are things that are given to us by Devi Parashakti, by the cosmic mother. All the Ananta Kalyana gunas that we might have, that you might feel you have, like you might feel you have so much of wealth, you might feel that you have so much of anything in your life. All of this are not something that you have gotten yourself, but that Devi Parashakti, as the one who has birthed this existence, as we just has just gone over in the last verse, she has given it to us, gratitude for all of these different qualities to Devi Parashakti, and offer your gratitude. Simply all of the different qualities start manifesting more and more out of you. Yes, let's go on to the next offering. We have the Mukta Anguti. Let me just first, Meenakshi Pancharatnam, the first verse from the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, which has a reference for the pearl, and it's actually the beautiful verse. Meenakshi, whole Meenakshi Pancharatnam is the singing of the glories of Devi Meenakshi. Muktaharanalasa kiritaruchiram purnendu vakraprabham chintannu purikinkini manidaram padmaprabhavasturam sarvavita palapradam girisutam vani rama sevitam Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidim. And the English translation here says, I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all the wishes, who's the daughter of the mountain, and who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. Is such a beautiful verse. Devi Meenakshi actually came down to the planet Earth, as I was saying earlier in this segment, and she had united the whole human civilization out of her utmost compassion. See, a mother, what she does when civilizations are having wars or when two children are fighting, she says, no, 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 don't fight. See the good qualities in one another, she brings them together. And that is the compassion of the mother. Devi Meenakshi, as the sovereign queen leader of all the 56 deshas at this time, at that time when she had come down thousands of years back, she came down and literally united